How did the sold mega servers affect the population? Guys, you guys know that they merged all the servers in the 17th of September. They turned all the big servers into a PvE and PvP server. We saw the entire controversy about the Australian people that had to play in America. They weren't too happy about it, the whole thing. But essentially, all the servers consolidated into 2 per region. And that in theory should make raiding easier. It should make everything a little easier to do. And a lot of people were excited for this change. So let's take a look at, did it actually improve the situation for seasonal discovery or not? This website, Ironforge Pro, it actually tracks a bunch of the logs and PvP results of everybody. If you get like a couple kills and you get an honor rank, you show up in here. And if you do raids, you show up in here. And they take all the unique names for characters. And that way they can estimate the population. Of course, this is not a great way to get an exact measure of the population because people get old. So it can be more than one character per person. There is also people that do not necessarily raid that week because they are just playing casually. There's a lot of things that can be at play here. But as you guys know, they took the 2 most popular servers, the most popular PvP server and the most popular PvE server, and they put everybody in those servers. They allowed people to transfer in them. And we can already see the effect this had on server population overall. This week, we had a total of 1,228 characters playing on Crusader Strike Europe. We had 433. This was a Hammer server. It was like a decent normal server before this. 433 people in the entirety of Lone Wolf US. The Australian servers, remember how Australian people were so upset? There is 160 people in Australia right now. Australian servers are completely dead. And of course, all the people went to the mega servers because that's where they transferred to. And if we take a look at the numbers here, Crusader Strike got 22,000 people. Living Flame EU got a similar amount, 22,000 people as well. And the PvE servers, which are traditionally always smaller, the PvE mega server for US got 11,000 and EU also got 11,000. Very close the numbers. That's also something really interesting because Europe traditionally is a bigger server than America. Apparently not anymore. They are only in retail. I bet you most of the European players went to retail. But if we are to take the math here, we got a total of 68,000 people on the 4 mega servers. That is Europe and America. And I want to show you this number in this relation so people can understand that the illusion that you can stay on the server, they try to keep that illusion that, yeah, it's only if you want to go to the mega server. Your server is completely dead because the total raiding population is 74,539. So 91% and probably even more next week are already in the mega servers. There is less than 10% people outside of them. And I can only bet that a lot of these raids were taken in the old servers before they transferred in. And that's inflating the numbers of the old servers because a lot of people did one last raid and then they transferred. But having that said, everybody went to the mega server. How did this affect the game overall? This is the overall population chart of Seasonal Discovery. And as you can see right here, the data just came in today. And we went from 77,000 raiders to 74,539. We had a small decline in here. About 3.5% of the population went down. Now that's a very small decline and that could be attributed to many factors. The main factor is that we are kind of late in the phase, and the more a phase goes on, the more the raid is stuck in the same tier. People have less reason to raid and they'll raid less. But contrary to my prediction, the mega servers did not encourage people to keep playing. The mega servers did not significantly increase the overall population of the game, which is very weird because I read so many people that were excited for this. So many people were happy to be able to finally come in and raid with people again because they were playing on dead servers, and I thought that might encourage them to give it a chance again. Granted, Blackwing Lair is coming out today, and we gotta see the first week of Blackwing Lair, which is gonna have a spike, and we might get to a case where the spike is gonna be bigger than the Phase 3 spike. And I know that sounds crazy because Phase 3 peaked like almost double what Phase 4 peaked at, 185,000 compared to 88,000. That's more than double actually. But if you overlay each other, there is something really interesting that happens. That's right, we're gonna pull out the big guns, we're gonna pull up paint.net, we're gonna highlight this little place. This is gonna be the start of Phase 3 right here. It's gonna be signified by that orange and cyan color. And now we're gonna take Phase 4 and we're gonna turn it into this beautiful watermelon color. Pretty neat, huh? Now, if we use our super complicated mathematical formula of grabbing it and moving it to the other side here, you can see something really interesting. I cut the bars out in half so you can see it a little better in here. But after this little part right here, Phase 4 is now outperforming Phase 3. There are many reasons for it, and basically the reason that you should care about is that it has more staying power. People got fed up on Phase 3 almost immediately. After Sunken Temple came out, people got really mad, they leveled up, they got to Sunken Temple and they were like, nah, hell nah bro, I'm out, I quit. And it started crashing. We see here there is a small decline in Phase 4, apparently about 3% every week, but it is nowhere near as catastrophic as the Phase 3 decline that you can see here. As a matter of fact, we are barely 13% below the peak of Phase 4. We only lost 13% of the maximum amount we had on Phase 4. And that's what makes me look at these numbers and I think, we retained most of the people from the peak and now new content is coming out and that's obviously going to attract more people. I think Phase 5 is going to outperform Phase 4. At the very least at the launch, I think we're going to get more people on Phase 5 than Phase 4. And that's going to be very exciting to see next week. I do not think we're going to get to Phase 3 levels of hype yet or ever at that point, honestly, unless we get like something cool after Nax Ramas, like an entirely new raid and that draws a lot of people in. I do not think we're going to get back to 185,000 people, but we are healing. At the same time, it also makes me wonder the question, after the mega servers came out, we kept the same decline as before of 3% every week. What if the mega servers actually did do their job and they did encourage people to come in and we just avoided losing more people? But that people are going to be lost next week because the interest is going down and the mega servers was just like a tiny spike on population. That is something that could concern you. But at the end of the day, that's just speculation. Overall, these are very encouraging results and we are going to be doing Black Wingler at launch with the stream today, God help my soul. So if you're interested in that, join the Discord or tune into the stream. We're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna pick random people and we're gonna do it. I don't care. It's gonna take 4 hours. It's gonna be stupid and it's gonna be funny. So let's kick some butt. Subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.